for Stormers and Bulls jersey for one of the big games of the year.
Marius van der Westhuizen signals the start to what promises to be yet another epic between these two teams, and an early touch for Springbok fullback Damian Willemse. Away for Manie Libbok, who puts up the hoist. And a good chase from Suleiman Hartzenberg, and off a Vodacom Bulls player for an early Stormers line-out. Willie le Roux, veteran of 93 test matches for South Africa, coming home from Japan to take up his position in the Vodacom Bulls number 15 jersey. Ruben van Heerden running the lineouts, but it goes short from the Stormers, and another hoist from Libbok. Another test for Willie le Roux, and Du Plessis and Nel quickly up to make the tackle. Ball well secured on the ground by Willie le Roux. Springbok Ambrose Papier waits to feed Janko Swanepoel. Talk about injuries on both sides. Ruan Nukia and Ruan Vermaak unavailable to the Vodacom Bulls. So Janko Swanepoel and Reinhard Ludwig have really stood up and stood out. Now it's Willie le Roux's turn to kick and to find Kurt-Lee Arendse just out in front of him.
And the right option. They would have seen what La Rochelle did last week against the Stormers with the constant cross kicks. But Manie Libbok, 2 kicks, 2 contestable kicks early on, trying to put Willie le Roux under pressure. Very secure under this one. Took his time, had a look, and the only thing he can do there, Matthew, is brace. 2 Stormers players coming through, but Willie le Roux getting tested early on. There's a hit, I think, it's PJ Dixon. I think he went in the wrong way into that tackle, went for a big hit to one of the Bulls players.
Well, the Vodacom Bulls, quite obviously one of the form teams in the competition so far, came into this round 8 with 5 wins from 7 games, including 2 wins on their early tour in the competition. Wins against Zebra and Cardiff away, as well as a losing bonus point against Ulster. As we look at that tackle by BJ Dixon, nothing wrong with the technique, and a penalty now against Bulls captain Elrich Lowe. No attempt to catch the ball.
And the Bulls are setting up. They're just giving front paw to the Stormers, almost falling on the contest. But then the players coming through need to get blocked also, because Matthew, that ball lands. That's an intercept. And the Stormers 3. Now this is going to be line out number 3. You see what Elrich just trying to get in the passing lane of Paul de Wet. Because it's front ball, it's a longer pass to the fly half.
Lineouts have been an issue in the competition so far at times. Not surprising in these windy conditions as well. The Stormers have opted for 2 very short balls. That one was contested away for Hartzenberg. Just his second match of the campaign after spending almost 9 months on the sidelines with injury. The South African under-20 international, Suleiman Hartzenberg. Ruan Nel finds no path through. Fouchier. Strong clean out from the Stormers. De Wet and Libbok. Strong tackle from Steenkamp. Then Andre Smith, who carried strongly in the Investec Champions Cup match against La Rochelle here in Cape Town last weekend, and that penalty
is fine. Number 6 is fine.
Is against Janko Swanepoel. Marius van der Westhuizen saying Marco van Staden
we said roll east to west, please. Thank you.
Had rights to try and affect the steal, but it's Janko Swanepoel who just got on the wrong side. Or was he on the wrong side? Just his legs on the wrong side, not allowing Andre Smith to place that ball.
Yeah, I thought Chancellor he was going to get his started for joining in on the influence, but yeah, that's the chat. Influence on the presentation of the ball. So difficult to roll away there because his feet were jammed underneath Andre Smith. But you got to try and make that attempt and fight on the ground. The Stormers have had a lot of 3 or 4 lineouts already.
So Mani Lebok from straight out in front. The shot clock is on. He's going to need to get a move on here. Secured victory in the Investec Champions Cup match with a last gasp conversion from the right-hand touchline to defeat European champions La Rochelle by 21 points to 20. And here in the Vodacom URC, he has his side on the board first. Johan Goosen this time going away towards his right-hand touchline, and Jean-Luc Duplessis securing the possession. First carry for Hachiva Daimani, who's played the campaign so far in the number 7 jersey with Evan Roos at number 8. Roos ruled out with injury. Over the top from De Wet. Tap down for Cameron Hanekom, but Griffin Colby had a flag up. That ball has travelled directly into touch.
No, been touched.
Jean-Luc, I'm just trying to see, is it? Jean-Luc Duplessis is down. He's down in back place, so the Stormers are down to 14 men. First opportunity for the Bulls to attack here. He's back in play, but first opportunity for the Bulls to attack.
Akker van der Merwe's throw is not straight for Reinhard Ludwig. Mentioned at the previous line-out, Shim, that very difficult to see on the broadcast, but there is a very strong wind blowing in Cape Town today, and it swirls around this bowl-like stadium. Anything beyond the middle of the line-out is going to be tricky.
Yeah, and also that I'm not sure I agree with if that's the right call on the line-out, Matthew. You know, there was a pod opposite. I think it was at Reinhard Ludwig he went for. There's a pod opposite, so it makes it a difficult throw. Sometimes the best option, just take the ball that's on, get into your play. Eventually starts to open up when you can shift the contesting team around a bit.
Crouch. Fine.
So Volkolo up against Steve Satoli, who replaced Ali Vermaak at loose head in this Stormers side from the team that played La Rochelle last week. Away by De Wet. Cut-out ball from Duplessis, and Willemse with the rolling grabber kick down towards Willie Leroux. Now, where did that go out?
No, it's outside. 10 offside. Number 10.
Maurice van der Westhuizen comes back for a penalty against Johan Goosen for being offside at the line-out. He was just waiting to see if Willemse's kick would result in a 50-22.
I didn't see anything, that's why I didn't penalise it. Yeah. I didn't see any clear infringement, hence I didn't play advantage.
Well, Lebok finding a touch deep inside the Vodacom Bulls 22. A little discussion between Griffin Colby. Here's the offside decision. Johan Goosen called out for breaking the 5-meter. Advancing before that ball was out. Joseph Dweba. Contest at the front from Elric Lowe. He came off a Bull's hand, so a scrum advantage for the Stormers. Willemse brought into play by Lebok.
A late tackle by 10. Okay. Just give me that mark, 10.
And a knock-on called at that line out. The Bulls getting Elric Lowe up into the air to contest.
One thing you don't want to do, Matthew, is double up on penalties, which the Bulls have just done. So the offside penalty from Goosen, and then another penalty again. Eventually that pressure turns into points. He clearly doesn't agree, but
10.
So another opportunity for Manie Libbok to kick into the corner. And Goosen conceding 2 consecutive penalties.
Yeah, he had time to bail out of that one.
Just a 4-man line out this time for the DHL Stormers. No contest as the ball goes for Ruben van Heerden. Ball shuffled back for Dweba. Bulls doing well to stop it in its tracks and draw the first call from Marius van der Westhuizen.
Through the middle, 3.
And untidily out the back, and Libbok away for Willemse, who looks for the drop goal. And over.
Cool, calm and collected from Damian Willemse. Nothing really on a scrappy old ball from that maul. I think Wilkelo did well to get in between the Stormers runners. So it's Wilkelo right at the back. He gets through. Nothing really on. Bulls defenders coming through. Damian Willemse sweetly struck.
Fine.
The Bulls quick to get things going. Duplessis coming away with it nicely. Inside ball intercepted by Kane and Moody. Away by LaRue, who got from Elrich Lowe. Goosen. And floats it beautifully for Arendse. Papier and Willie LaRue popping up at first receiver. Then the captain, Lowe once again. LaRue continuing to pull the strings. Steenkamp stopped on the gain line. No way through for Reinhard Ludwig either. LaRue. His little kick popped over, but intercepted. Contest between Willemse and Arendse, and penalty goes the way of Kirtley Arendse. As Damian Willemse went to ground, he was quick to contest over the ball, and now Willemse marched back another 10 for descent.
Opportunity for the Bulls. They haven't had a lot of ball, but you can see the influence of Vililu really coming in at first receiver, pulling the strings in. Oh, that's great play from Kirtley Arendse. Nice low body position, wide base over that ball. Time for the Bulls to strike.
Aka van der Merwe, no jump from Janko Swanepoel.
Side entry at the maul.
And another penalty coming away. The one needed, it's a try. Reinhard Ludwig bursting his way through. The Stormers' maul defense and getting the first try of the game, and his first in the Vodacom URC.
Yeah, the Bulls going with a no jump, harder to stop because the stopping team doesn't get the momentum to hit it sideways, and Ludwig nice and connected. He stays bound straight through the middle as that maul opens up. Because the Bulls were steady, that base was good, nice and connected. The hole opened up and over he went. First 22-meter entry for the Bulls, and they come back with points.
So Johan Goosen, 56 points from 5 matches in the competition so far this season, to put the Vodacom Bulls in front. And just fading across and past the right and upright.
Just get the comments on the tackles, please. Okay.
Yeah, so the no jump, it makes it harder to stop because the base can be set nice and early from the Bulls, and straight through the middle goes Ludwig as the Stormers defense came side on. It was on penalty advantage anyway. But first entry for the Bulls, and they come out with a try.
Libbok's restart drifting on the wind towards Elrich Lowe. Contact on the ball. This is Marius van der Westhuizen. As both carrier and tackler look to go in slightly high. Papier from inside his 22 makes a brilliant clearance. He is back to some of his very best form, the form that saw him win 7 test caps.
Yeah, true, Matthew. And what he's doing, he's got the ability to control a game from the back through his kicking. Before it was all about running, breaking, scoring these spectacular tries, which he still does. But there's a certain matureness and a calmness with this game now where he knows when to get that balance right between having the run, making the pass, and putting the kick in.
Dweber, it's time for Ben Jason Dixon. It was an awkward one for Paul de Wet. He managed it well away to Hachiva Daimani.
Study inside.
Lebok, pressure from Goosen. Hotzenberg gives chase, and a little juggle from Hotzenberg. Did that touch Kirtley Orense perhaps before he regained? Play on is the call. Andre Smith with another powerful carry. Then Van Heerden looking to go through the middle, but isolated. Penalty to the Vodacom Bulls. And the man getting the credit is Wilco Low, one of the outstanding signings from Harlequins for the Vodacom Bulls. And taking the penalty quickly, looking for a 50-22 here. Pressure on Lebok, but he dances out of it beautifully. Leolin Zas driven back towards his own 22-meter line. As you'd expect, highly physical in the early quarter of an hour.
Outside.
De Wet not looking for touch. Willie Leroux with plenty of time, and fellow Springbok Kane and Moody to his left. Couldn't get away from Hotzenberg. Important clean out made at that ruck. Now Swanepoel. Papier to the short side for Kirtley Orense to chase. He's got the better of Ruan now, and Orense just deadly.
Yeah, Matthew, you mentioned the decision-making of Ambrose Papier. He gets it spot on here.
I need the captain.
And good positive carry from Janko Swanepoel. But look at Ambrose Papier, 2-on-2. Realizes there's no one home. Kirtley Orense just holds it up. Beautiful kick. Too quick as he goes over. But what a little... This is exceptional play. Just a vision to look behind the defensive line and realize no one is home. And over. Kirtley Orense goes for another one.
I said deadly. He really is one of the most deadly finishers in world rugby. I refer to a South African fan who suggested a nickname for him. It was Finish. It is initials being KLA, Finish Enkla. Goosen. Oh, he learned from the previous kick. He was trying to let it drift on the wind. This time it just didn't.
Yeah, and you need those points in a game like this when the margins are so small. But Ruan came up to cut off the passing line, the wide option. So just put that little nudge behind. But the pace of this man and the finishing ability, second to none.
Well, 13 tries from 15 test matches tells a story of its own. Couple in the Rugby World Cup against Scotland and France. And now on the board in the big North-South derby. Wilco Low called into an altogether different role.
Well, that's the move. Beast was the first to do that lift, wasn't he? Over the top and hold the jumper, but you know, unnecessary penalty. After scoring, what you want to do is transfer the pressure.
A shot at goal called. And the clock immediately starts.
Yeah, Kane and Moody for the block. The telltale sign is when a player almost turns his back late the whole time. But all he's trying to do is they buy time for the jump of the receiver to get up and take that ball.
Well, just one early penalty from Mani Lebok before Damian Willemse added the drop goal. Again, there's this little adjustment now. He's going to want more time on this kick. The first one was straight out in front. He's got to go quickly. And judged it perfectly. Off that right-hand upright and swinging back in. So first quarter of the game has flown by. 2 tries, plays 2 penalties and a drop. Heading down towards Duplessis once again. Kane and Moody just gliding after that restart. He's reminds you of JP Peterson in his running style. Doesn't seem to be putting a huge amount of effort in, but so quick. Dweba. First real opportunity for the Stormers hooker to carry. De Wet's hoist. Beautifully dealt with by David Creel, who continues to grow in this inside centre role. Played so much of his rugby in his early days at the Bulls at fullback and centre, but now loving it at 12.
You can sort of see the kicking strategy from both teams. You know, the Bulls, because the Stormers cut out wide options and the wings are quite high up, looking for that attacking kick behind the defensive line. You saw Vili Leroux do one, Houston try another one. Because the wings are high up, you isolate the fullback at the back. And Stormers going with the more contestable kicks.
Aka van der Merwe for Swanepoel.
Double banking and getting ahead of your 4. Getting ahead of the 4. Yeah.
Double banking in the core is the call. It's a soft penalty. They've conceded a couple of soft ones.
Yeah, you look at the Houston high tackle, the offside from the scrum when you're breaking the 5, when you don't really have to be there. You know, Kane and Moody with the block, and now this. So the Bulls, yeah, it's obstruction basically, double banking going around the back. So that was Reynard Ludwig. It makes it hard to stop the move once a player comes in front of the ball carrier like that.
And this is an interesting indicator of just how the wind swirls inside this DHL Stadium Bowl. Technically, the wind is blowing into the direction that Mani Lebok is kicking towards, but confident enough to go from 15 metres in from touch and 8 metres inside the Bulls' half. He feels a little bit of wind at his back as it swirls around. Oh no, but it's way away to the left and then away by Vili Leroux for Kane and Moody.
Stop, Vili. Yep.
Brilliant kick from Kane and Moody as well. That's just very efficiently dealt with by the 2 World Cup winning Springboks. Not interested in dotting down after that ball crossed the try line. There was space to work with.
It's just smart, isn't it? Because you know, the chasers are so far behind. You've got time to run it up, cover that space, put the kick, because the defensive line comes up, and you almost transfer the pressure again. So smart play from the Bulls.
Swanepoel getting up to make a nuisance of himself and contesting that line out. Leolam Zas finding a way to snake his way through and regain a little bit of that lost momentum from the untidy tap at the line-out. Daimani not having it his own way. Longer ruck created by Ben Jason Dixon for De Wet's clearance. Moody. And lost forward, so just a scrum advantage.
Have a look at that. I don't have clear.
And through goes Dion Ferry. He's got De Wet away to his right, and Paul De Wet caught by Kirtley Arendse. Libbok and Du Plessis wriggling his way over. And on the occasion of his 50th test, his 50th match, I beg your pardon, for the Stormers, Jean-Luc Du Plessis gets over for the Stormers' first try.
Yeah, Matthew, and it came from a contestable kick. Yeah, problems here. Problems here. That's straight. That's contact on the head.
Okay, what I do see is I do see a
Yeah, and Dion
significant
Ferry
change in height.
straight down the middle. Remember, unstructured play because it was a contestable kick. But again, Matthew, was that Kirtley Arendse that made that tackle? Jean-Luc Du Plessis tumbles, rolls, and he goes over.
So the first thing is we do have end contact. We've just got to establish whether we do have foul play or not.
Okay, so we're going to have to talk through this and explain this.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is.
Netling Fischer with the carry. Gerard Steenkamp.
Okay, I do see the play is bent at the knees and bent at the hips, but I do see him, he could go a bit lower. What I do see from the Stormers player is a significant change in height just prior to contact. So for me that brings it down from a red card to a yellow card.
Marius, let's just have a look at a wider picture and let's just see whether the Bulls player does everything possible in a tackling position. Let's have a look at it again. He's bent at the hips. Let's have a look at this.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, I think that he could have done more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could have done more, and I agree with your facts in regards to the mitigation.
Yeah, so the number was number 1. Okay. I just need the player that made the tackle,
Just
please.
wait until you get onto the screen, Marius, hold on.
Okay. Yeah. There was a bend, but we feel that you could have gone a little bit lower. There is a significant change in direction by the ball carrier, which brings it down from a red card to a yellow card.
So the two Mariuses, is that the collective now? I'm not sure. Just debate the facts. Clearly shoulder contact to the head from Gerard Steenkamp. But Jean-Luc Du Plessis gets across for his first try in the URC.
And what Jean-Luc Du Plessis does while he dips just before he goes into contact and he gets the leg drive through. He dips into contact and he drives right through with a bit of help.
Much deeper on the restart. That time from Johan Goosen. Jean-Luc Du Plessis puts a hefty kick of his own down that left touchline. Leroux and Goosen.
Keep coming, Blue. Right.
Willemse.
Flying is fine. I'm happy with that.
Fair contest in the air, away by Libbok. Van Heeren, but there's a call from the assistant referee that in that contest, I thought it was actually Willemse getting up under pressure from Goosen, but losing it forward.
Good kick from Goosen. Really good kick. And what happens is that a jumper never wants to be isolated with a player coming on him. So
we need to get,
look how Gerson gets through the Stormers chase line and right through. Then he creates it a one-on-one, and anything can happen there. If Gerson catches that clean, he's gone.
So there has to be a change here. Simpiwe Matanzima, who has appeared in all 7 of the Vodacom Bulls matches so far in the campaign. He has to come on for the first scrum since the yellow card. So Marco van Staden is sacrificed for the next 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, we'll stay on this side, see what's happening this side, see how it falls.
And the big man Walker, good to see him back in South Africa. Was completely dominant when he played for Harlequin, such a big scrummer.
Crouch.
Yeah, 14 test matches for Wilco Louw, the last of those against Argentina in 2021.
Set.
Suspect we'll see more of him in green and gold.
We've just got to... You guys both gave me the commitment that there will be stability. So please just adhere to that.
There's no stability before the ball comes in. And Steve almost overextended and went down.
Crouch.
And Maurice van der Westhuizen going across to that far side.
Sit.
Well, it's the DHL Stormers who get the penalty advantage, and Willemse coming up from fullback. Here's Zas getting away from Moody. Stedman Gans in with the tackle. Well, Ambrose Papier reading the pass out the back from Van Heerden.
Yeah, that's smart play from him, because your timing has to be good for that. Your timing has to be really good for that.
From the scrum. Captain, jy het 2 opsies. Ja, een is waar nummer 10 op side is, or one at the scrum. This one.
Looks as though
Jy.
there were 2 possible penalties there by the sounds of what
By die scrum, tot die bal uit is, moet jy 5 meter bly.
Maurice van der Westhuizen offering those 2 different options, one for the scrum and the other for Johan Goosen, again creeping over that 5-meter line as the scrum retreated.
Now, I wonder why Goosen's, I mean, it's the second time he gets caught for this. Now I can see what he's thinking. They're going to play quickly. He's just got to hold back a little bit, just a second longer, and he'll be okay.
Another outstanding line kick from Manie Libbok. Five-man line out call. Dion Fourie, the receiver. And quickly into grab from Ben Jason Dixon, and then transferred back for Joseph Tweba.
Okay, out now. That's once.
One stop. And that wall has moved very tight to the left touchline, so no wiggle room there.
2 swimming around.
Well, Akka van der Merwe has conceded a penalty advantage out the back from Du Plessis. And is Suleiman Hartzenberg in? Wow, this would be extraordinary. It's going to be tight. They're going to have a look at it.
Yeah, Matthew, inches in this one.
We'll get it. I have a clear grounding, so we.
But as soon as you can see the lights go, and as soon as that penalty advantage comes.
Okay, Marius.
But he's pretty confident he's got it.
Marius. Can you hear me, Marius?
Yes, I'm looking for you. We're having a look at the foot in touch and ball on the dead ball line.
Yeah, so my on-field decision is a try because I have a clear grounding. I just want to make sure if that player's foot is on the line.
That's a foot on the line.
Yeah. We'll go back to the penalty advantage. There's definitely a foot on the line there.
You've got an advantage. Jy het 'n voordeel. Ja.
Yeah.
It's the previous angle that shows the foot on the line more clearly than that one.
Yeah, well, we've got to have the evidence. And yeah. I think this might be the best angle. Marius, my like it of 5 foot daar op is.
Okay. Marius?
Yes.
Okay, from that angle where we froze it, the foot is on the dead ball line when he's got the ball in position.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So I'm cancelling the try. I'm going back for an advantage against number 2 at the Mall. No try.
So Suleiman Hartzenberg does not have try number 6. 3 different angles looked at. I honestly think the first one was very clear. They went back to that one to ultimately make the decision, but Akka van der Merwe had
number 2
come around the side of that Maul, conceding the original penalty advantage. So it will be another opportunity to
make sure about double banking.
Set a Maul.
Double banking.
Towards the tail they go. For Van Heerden. This time they do get momentum from their Maul, and the try is scored. Second try for the Stormers. It's scored by their captain, Dion Fourie.
It's just accurate, isn't it? The Stormers scored a lot of mauling tries last year. It looks like he's hurt his shoulder slightly, Dion Fourie, but he'll soldier on. And what happened is, because the Bulls went up for the contest at the front, it opens a gap just before the jumping pod. So that's why that Maul was so fast and aggressive.
Okay. Is jy happy hy het nie? Okay. Okay, time off.
Well, I'm not sure.
Time has been called off. Marius Jonker may have had a word. We haven't heard it to Marius van der Westhuizen. There's a knee on the ground there from Dion Fourie.
Okay, so what I'm seeing him, he's tackled, and then I see there is a propel on the knee. Are you seeing something similar?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should review it, and I think we need to look at this.
Okay, Marius. My on-field for this is a try, because I've got a clear grounding. Let's just clear whether the player was
the knee on the ground they're going to look at.
Propelled himself and generated momentum in order to get over the line.
Okay, so Junior, we're looking at this, and you'll see he's once his knee.
Okay, there I see the knee hit the ground there.
Knee hit the ground
so there's
there,
the knee on
there's
the ground.
There's a propelment from there.
Yeah.
And then the ball is placed.
Yeah. Yeah, just give me a second. Give me a second. So what I've got is the player he is allowed to ground the ball, but he's not allowed to propel himself on the knee going forward. He can reach out and ground the ball, but he cannot propel himself like he did there in order to get to the line.
Yes, correct.
If it wasn't for that last action, he would have grounded the ball short. You seeing the same thing?
I see the same thing,
okay.
Yes.
Like I've just explained it to you. Okay, thank you. No try.
So second try ruled out in quick succession. It'll be a penalty to the Vodacom Bulls. They took their time with the decision. That left knee went on the ground. Then,
because he picked
the knee off the ground and propelled himself forward off the right. off the right boot.
Yeah.
Safe to say
Thanks,
that man's not
Maurice.
happy.
There's a lot of people that aren't happy in the stadium, but I think the Stormers are getting a lot of 22-meter entries. The Bulls, one thing that will, penalties conceded, it's 8. 8 already from the Bulls, and 7 is sort of the acceptable number in total. Bulls have already covered that with a yellow card.
Ulrich Lowe securing that line-out ball, and it's brilliant mauling from the Bulls. They just changed the angle of attack.
Release. Vantage.
Van der Merwe to
He
ground.
broke away.
And the Stormers player not releasing on the ground. Little chip ahead from Willie Leroux. Damien Willemse had it covered.
Number 2 broke away and he was tackled. You've got to release it. Number 2 broke away. Number 2 broke away from the maul and he was tackled. No.
So just under a minute to remain with 14 players on the field. They've actually managed that time really well. You think that Jean-Luc Duplessis' try was scored just before the yellow card was given. There's the tackle on Akka van der Merwe and Ben Jason Dixon.
It's against John Fourie. He was saying it's a maul, but it actually broken away, so it makes it a tackle and you're going to release.
Had to release him before having a go over the ball. Swanepoel uncontested, but no maul that time. Moody brought in his first receiver. Papier. Low. And round the corner comes replacement loosehead Simpiwe Matanzima. Thought of the open side from Papier, and then for Hanekom. Already, surely, a nominee for Newcomer of the Year in the Vodacom URC. Made a massive impact. Another penalty advantage here for the Vodacom Bulls. Leroux pops it over.
4 and 2 offside. 4 and 2. Is this the mark, Griffin?
Joseph Toiber and Andre Smith, the men called out by Marius van der Westhuizen for being offside.
Yeah.
Now they can bring Gerard Steenekamp back from his yellow card now.
The offside was that Neertling Forshey and Joseph Dreber together that came up slightly quickly. I think offsides, they never really went back.
So Marco van Staden is back on. Another man with an extraordinary Springbok jersey, having to fill in at times during the Rugby World Cup.
Can I put time
at
on?
hooker.
Good to go.
Yeah, and we've seen the Bulls, they've been really good with these tap plays they've used. Always a bag of tricks here with the big ball carriers.
Little dummy from Ulrich Lowe. It was left for Papier.
Tackle.
Well, piling into the breakdown area, picked up by Swanepoel.
No, it's off the boot.
And Steenekamp just short. Papier. Huge ball over the top. Arendse couldn't gather it first. Tackle from Hartzenberg. Leroux. Van Staden. Leroux again over the top for Steenekamp, but well, are they going to catch Damien Willemse? Canan Moody did well to get into his path. Now he has to chase back for the kick.
He's no tackle.
Wonderful strength from Canan Moody to stay in the fight against Damien Willemse and wait for reinforcements to arrive. They've travelled almost 85 metres in the wrong direction from that tap penalty that they took close to the DHL Stormers line.
Patience needed.
Thank you.
Patience was needed. And I thought we were going to see one of the best contests of the year. Out wide, Kena Moody against Damian Willemse. But again, that pass from Ambrose Papier going out wide, that was needed more patience, trying to build it up.
No.
Dweba goes short to Steve Setoli. At that time, the Bulls were wise to their antics. Ambrose Papier has had a very polished first half here in Cape Town. Kicking game has been excellent. Put the grubber through for Kirtley Arens's try. Van der Merwe for Reinhard Ludwig. And then breaking away was Van der Merwe. Goosen Hans. Low, strong tackle from Jean-Luc du Plessis. He's quick to bounce and get back in the defensive line, makes another tackle on Goosen.
Unlucky there.
Well, the steal was good, but then the knock-on. Who else but Dion Fourie to be last up?
If you want to play there, you must just come from an onside position.
Brilliant steal, Leroux in to make the tackle, and there just forcing the knock-on from the DHL Stormers captain. Well, they've crammed in to this cavernous DHL stadium in Cape Town on a couple of days before Christmas, and over 40,000 have been treated to a wonderful, intense contest so far. Jean-Luc du Plessis is leaving the field and apparently, given his body language, resigned to the fact that his day is done.
Just stability, please. Heat and hold. Thank you.
Clayton Blommetjies, one of just two backline replacements for the Stormers. The other is Stefan Ungara.
Hit and hold.
Scrum half, Herschel Yankees not available, and this is where the damage was done. Second tackle in quick succession from Jean-Luc du Plessis, and immediately the painful grimace told the story. So reshuffle immediately in the DHL Stormers backline with Damian Willemse to the inside centre position. Blommetjies to fullback. Powerful scrum from the Vodacom Bulls.
As the pressure comes, you're just standing up. 1, 2, and 3. Standing up. Under pressure.
The whole front row. Called up by referee Van der Westhuizen. And a final opportunity for the Vodacom Bulls. Johan Goosen sets them up with a superb line kick down into the DHL Stormers 22. Power coming from Wilco Low, and Steenekamp staying nice and straight on this near side. Down from Low for Papier. Back towards Aka van der Merwe. A little knock on there, a couple of knock-ons actually, one off the Bulls and then by the Stormers. So an absorbing first 40 minutes comes to an end during this Cape Town festive season. Marnie Lebok successful with 2 penalties and a conversion in the first 40. It's our second half underway. Difficult ball. It was floating over the head of Reinhard Ludwig, and Ambrose Papier called into action. unexpectedly. Now they have something a little more conventional set, and Papier back in position to make the clearance kick.
You won't be pleased with that one. You're not really transferring pressure again. Attacking set piece for the Stormers. They've had a lot of attacking lineouts, the Stormers. But the Bulls have generally done is said, take the front ball, we'll cover middle and back.
Over the 15 they go. Daimani with the inside pop for Hartzenberg, but it was forward. Always looked forward.
Pass is forward out of the hand.
As it left the hands of number 8, Hachiba Daimani.
Yeah.
A little trick play. That needed to go straight away.
Yeah, it's comfortably forward.
Yeah, comfortably forward. You just use the line as your marker.
Okay, can we go, please? This is your mark, Hookers.
And the last scrum of the first half, the Bulls managed to generate a penalty through.
Stability, please. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
The last scrum of the first half brought a penalty to the Vodacom Bulls, and that one retreating towards the Bulls. Excellent work from LaRue and Arnott, and then Papier up that left flank, still continuing to exploit that narrow corridor through Cameron Hanekom.
Okay, no hands now. It's a ruck. It's a ruck.
That was a big clean out on Marco van Staden from Ben Jason Dixon. Hoist over the top, well dealt with by the Stormers. Daimani, no look pass and almost behind Damian Willemse, but he regathers for Zas. And now Nell.
Hands past the ball.
Hands past the ball is the call against Elrich Lowe. As he went in following the tackle to Ruan Nell, who did look as though he was isolated for just a moment. And straight away, Marnie Lubbock says he'll have a shot. Now, he had one from about 45 metres on the angle in the first half, which held up in the wind. It looked as though he was straight on the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
He lost his footing, yes, but initially, hands on the ball.
Yeah, and then what he was penalised for not having his hands on the ball, going past the ball. Well, this was the same area as, remember the Ulster kick 3 years or 2 years ago? Exactly the same spot.
Very different wind conditions, though. You'd expect, given the direction of the wind, this would be slightly in his favour, but it will be blowing across the uprights. But Lubbock liked it straight away, and just enough on it to put his side ahead by 9.
Never looked like missing that one, did it? It's just a Bulls penalty count again, letting them down. 9 penalties conceded.
Blommetjies, nervy little moment there before he got his pass away for Ruan Nell, who's bouncing off Bulls forwards. Daimani's space has been very quickly closed down all evening. He's been given more roaming opportunity in that number 8 jersey, but had no space to work with. Kurtley Arendse again. so strong in that contest with Suleiman Hartzenberg. Leroux often in that first receiver position this evening, away by Creel, who has not had much opportunity. Hanekom. Quisson. Tipped on by Lowe, but not going to hand. And Ruanel pouncing on the loose ball. Leland Zas gives chase here. Hanekom is after it. So too his opposite number, Daimani. And Hanekom. Well, he managed to keep it in play, but it was away for the Stormers. Van Heerden. De Wet wants quick ball and has it. Libok and Willemse looking for Hartzenberg, and off the fingertips. Another contest between him and Arendse, but now Stedman Gans for Arendse.
Forward. No advantage for the knock-on.
Well, forward pass called, and there was a knock-on.
The passage forward other than
in that aerial contest with Suleiman Hartzenberg, so it will be a Vodacom Bulls scrum.
Yeah, and Ronaldo, you can see he's looking for support. There's no one around him. He's just surrounded by 4 ball players. But the pace of Achieva Dalmani, Hanekom does well here, Matthew. It just buys you that extra time if you beat that first defender to try and rescue it. But Ruben van Heerden, he could not cheer. I think Monilo walked behind him.
Pitch number 8. Number 8. White.
Well, there's going to be a change here for the Vodacom Bulls.
Is that right?
So it's Cameron Hanekom coming off for Mpilo Gumede. Had 2 rounds of Investec Champions Cup in Europe since the last Vodacom URC game. Mpilo Gumede making a real impression in the Bulls' narrow defeat against Lyon in France, where somehow he got an offload, a miraculous one, away off the left touchline to put Sergil Peterson in for a try.
Crouch.
He now comes on to replace Cameron Hanekom and pack straight down at number 8 at this scrum.
Not sure whether it's a hinge on this side, so the solution is just get the shoulders up, feet a little bit closer, please. I agree.
It has been an excellent scrum contest. There's no real dominant pack in the contest so far. There have been penalties both ways.
Crouch.
The home side scrum definitely took a step up in their Investec Champions Cup match against La Rochelle, against a massive experienced pack. Another good contest there, but Gumede hurdling his way through. A bit of a loose pass, but it falls nicely for Ambrose Papier and Leroux and Moody. Moody chasing after his own kick. Hartzenberg back across from his right wing. Blommetjies. Little show of the ball, and then running slightly away from support. Dion Ferry there to rescue the situation for his team, but another example of the Vodacom Bulls.
I don't have clear head contact on that one.
Happy to run from deep inside their own territory when they spot that opportunity is available. Leroux and Moody, the clear communication between the two Springboks.
Yeah, the ruck is clearly formed, guys.
Huge hit on Ben Jason Dixon, but this man, he's stayed down. Well, he's up now.
Just got to injure play, yeah.
Dixon's out. I think so. They've got him on the chin, I think. Yeah, that's on the chin. That's why he went up. straight away. That's almost like a punch, a boxer's punch, right on the chin, and that's why it went down straight away.
Got to play it there.
But that's also head contact again,
The
Matthew.
question is, do we have head contact?
It just happened so quickly.
Yes, full speed now, Junior. Okay, we're going point of contact.
Yeah,
Then
point of
Jason
contact.
Dixon going straight down, like you say,
Again,
just
I do see head contact, and
taking
I do
it to
see
the
a
jaw.
significant change.
But again, you know, as we saw
one
in
is
the
litigation,
Unicum
This one is
decision, is that
slightly
there's a
different
lot
for
of
me than the other one, because I see
a
the
lot
player is
bend here.
actually in a good position. Yeah.
So he has rushed it out of his arm. It is at high speed.
Yeah.
That's where that's power.
Okay, so Junior, that is what I've got.
Yeah. So, Morris, that Bulls player for me is in a really textbook position to tackle. He's bent at the knees and bent at the hips. What makes it dangerous for me in this situation is a significant change in direction. So, if that player did not dip that much, he would have hit him on the body. So I don't see that as foul play.
Yeah, I agree with you, but we had to explain it, and I agree with those facts. It is a play on.
Yeah. The way I see it is that player that made the tackle could not have done anything more. He's in a really good position, dipped at the knees, dipped at the hips. Yes, he does make head contact, but we've got to ask the question whether it's foul play. So for me, there's no foul play in that instance. We're going to start with a scrum. No, if there's no foul play, it's either high or dangerous. Yeah. If it's no foul play, then it's a rugby collision. So we're just going to stick with a scrum. Yeah.
Well, a clear explanation from both captains, or to both captains, from Marius van der Westhuizen, that Mpilo Gomede had done everything he possibly could to get in a position to make a legal tackle.
Okay, guys.
And there was no foul
New
play.
personnel. Let's keep going. Time on. Crouch.
The crowd have had a bit of a timeout here, trying to re-establish the atmosphere. It will be a Vodacom Bulls scrum.
Sit.
Following the knock-on.
It has gone so well now for 49 minutes. Do we need to get the other guys on, or are you going to continue at a good standard? Happy? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Just 5 meters.
Holiday time in Cape Town.
Crouch.
Lots of fun being had in the stands. Some excellent tries scored. Mpilo Gomede picks up at the back and stays strong through the first attempted tackle by Paul de Wet and creates this go forward for the Vodacom Bulls. Another strong carry from Swanepoel. Papier has that quick ruck ball and away for Creel.
Tacklers out.
Ulrich Lowe lining up. Maitland Fouchier in to smother him.
Tacklers out.
Still they come, wave after wave. It's Akka van der Merwe. Gumede lining up for another carry. Dixon, the man to go low for the tackle. Wilco Lowe. And then LaRue looking for Moody. And Moody into the corner. Well, they made it look simple. There were forwards coming around the corner, keeping the defensive line busy, not allowing the defenders to spread. And then when Willie LaRue calls for that ball and sees that the pass is on, Kane Moody kept his width beautifully and had a clean run in.
That's the magic of Willie LaRue again, isn't it? He just picks it right the whole time, and the Bulls been forced to work hard. So forwards coming around the corner. Willie LaRue understands just the timing, his depth management. Him and Gerson coming around late. The Stormers a little bit narrow, gets that bridge pass over the top and overgives Kane Moody.
So a 13th try for Kane Moody in Vodacom URC Rugby. First of this campaign, just his third appearance since returning from Rugby World Cup duty with the Springboks. It's a tough one for Gerson from right-hand touch, but never ever a doubt.
Nice and clear. Kumeda also strong at the back of that scrum. But Willie LaRue, how many times have we seen this? In Springbok colours now, in Bulls colours. Just picks his moment right. And what Kane Moody does, he doesn't get tempted to come in closer to the ball. He just hangs out there. Patience, patience, wait. Eventually someone's going to see him out there and put him into space.
Hanging, contestable.
Backwards off Stormers.
Restart from Manie Libbok. Ludwig the man eventually securing for the Bulls. Gerson's kick. Gathered on the run by Libbok. And Blommetjies called for it.
No tackle.
Coming up from fullback. No tackle made on him, so allowed to get back to his feet. Can't control the ball in contact, but Dion Fourie is there and bursting through the middle again. He had to vet screaming for the ball away to his left.
Release. Thank you. Tackle is out.
Libbok and Blommetjies. Ball going behind Suleiman Hartzenberg, but regathered by Daimani and Philipson. Well, he is certain.
Has he got him? Well, he's very certain. But again, Dion Fourie, looks like there's two of them on the field.
I'm happy with the pass.
Just his work rate. I mean, he created that initial line break, burst through the middle. The problem was he had Steve's toilet outside him. Has Willemse got this? He's in the air. Yeah, the separation.
Checked it. Say again. Yeah.
That's not the angle.
I don't have when I came in there, I didn't have a clear grounding, Warrior, so my on-field decision is no try.
There it is, Marius. Have a look at ball in control, separation, no try.
Yeah, definitely not.
There's a separation there.
Yeah.
Goal lost for.
The Stormers are going to look at this. You look at the Dion Fourie missed opportunity. Suleiman Hartzenberg down the other side. And now Willemse here.
Was the knock on in goal, Marius, or was it?
Willemse thought he'd done something spectacular there.
Knock on in goal.
So goal line dropout call.
Okay.
The question being asked is, did he not lose the
Number
ball
7.
before the try line?
Sieva.
From that angle, it looked as though it was lost in goal.
Okay. Time on.
So change for the DHL Stormers. Willie Engelbrecht wearing jersey 20, replacing Ben Jason Dixon. A relieving goal line dropout, sailing deep into the Stormers' half.
Keep coming blue.
Manie Libbok off the left boot, chased down by Blommetjies. LaRue. Swanepoel. They have worked so hard. Vodacom Bulls second row forwards, Swanepoel and Ludwig, leading the tackle stats for their team.
Tackler, you cannot play from there. You've got to join from behind the tackler, number 11.
So the penalty goes against Kurtley Arendse, chasing down onto Clayton Blommetjies, who has stayed down now. Anxious times for the DHL Stormers, who need to bring Blommetjies on earlier. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's that ankle. It's the ankle or knee. You can see he just holds it straight away.
Thank you.
Not opting to get in the air, which made him fair game as he took the ball as well.
Een paar jaar terug kon die tackler daar vanaf gespeel het, maar nou moet die nuwe reël met die tackler eers omkom. Ja.
Then it's going to have Unger would come on and debate. Would have to move to.
Okay,
Would have to move to wing. Well, Clayton Blommetjies looks like he's going to be okay.
Hasn't even attempted to walk yet, let alone run. I think he knows that this is bad. So just one back remaining on the bench. They went with a 6-2 split, so Stefan Ungera will be the man to come on. Will Paul de Vet go to the wing?
Yeah, that Paul de Vet will go to the wing, and then just need to see who goes back, who goes to fullback. Because Willem says at 12. It could be Suleiman Hartzenberg. Well, no, Ronald's gone to 12, Hartzenberg to 13. To outside centre, and Damon Willems has gone to fullback.
Captain.
Salman Murat there in the green water t-shirt. Appointed captain of the DHL Stormers team for the season, but frustrated by another injury setback. So as Clayton Blommetjies is assisted off the field, Marnie Libbok finds another good touch. Full game losing run, came after 2 wins at home.
The mark is inside, yeah.
To start their campaign, then the 3 losing bonus points on tour, then Zebre in round 7. Defeated them by 31 points to 7. Steal from Elric Lowe and contact in the air as well.
That's good contesting from the Bulls. That's excellent contesting. The Stormers wanted to sell that front option.
And that's brilliant penalty kick.
Yeah, picked off. And that's almost the frustration from Hachiva Damani.
1 and 3.
Double sub in the front row for the DHL Stormers. Ali Vermaak and
number 1 White.
Brock Harris.
Thank you.
And Simpiwe Matanzima now permanently replacing Gerard Steenekamp. He had to come on while Steenekamp was serving time in the sin bin. Ticking towards the final quarter of the game. Just a
blue, please.
Little momentum shift.
Come on.
In the last 6-7 minutes.
Vodacom
Bulls starting to enjoy some territory, getting that wonderful try from Kane and Moody. Matanzima straight into the action with a carry. Janko Swanepoel still hasn't had enough.
Your player is holding him in there.
Go away to the short side for Matanzima. Gumede. And Goosen trying to put Elric Lowe into a half gap.
Got it.
Well, the turnover is good. And Hartzenberg for Willemse, and then Zas gets away from Creel. Daimani to his outside. Big handoff on Goosen. Papier staying in the tackle fight.
No influence. Absolutely no
Ungara
influence.
away for Lubbock. Van Heerden out in the midfield. Takes 2 tacklers out. Lubbock again. Pathway closes down on him quickly. Smith. Beautiful hands from Willemse and Hartzenberg. Another carry for Andre Smith. Succeeded in slowing it down just a fraction, and Marnie Lubbock, looking for the drop goal, goes left.
And the Bulls defensively, they're reloading pretty well and cutting out the wide options. You can see every time Marnie Lubbock is trying to look for that left to right pass over the top, there's a Bulls play in between, and that's a skill of a Kirtley Orange, Kane and Moody cutting out the wide options.
Damien Willemse. Challenge in the air with Goosen. Lost forward by Goosen. Offload is good in contact. Engelbrecht. Willie Engelbrecht inside for the 1-0. It's a wonderful score for Ruan Nel. A 4th of the campaign.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Matthew, another beautiful, you got to look at what Damien Willemse does. I know Ruan now does the finishing under Juche Venter and Engelbrecht, but Damien Willemse, he put a contestable kick not too high, so it gives him an opportunity to get there. He wins the aerial battle. From then on, it's unstructured play because defenses aren't set. Andre Juche Venter is a very good attacking hooker. And Willemse just does that, disrupts it. He wins the scraps, and look at that. Andre Juche Venter with that little pass around the back. And Engelbrecht, he's fighting. It's one-on-one inside. But really the opportunity created by that kick from Willemse.
And 2 special pieces of skill in quick succession from Andre Juche Venter. First of all, the gather. He was dipping as he went to gather the ball. Managed to pick it up off his bootlaces, and then the offload in contact. Sublime. And Marnie Lubbock opens up the gap once more. We're in for a thrilling final quarter in Cape Town.
Yeah, and that Andre Juche Venter, look, this is magic. The ability to know that there is something on out wide and he's got to get the ball there. Fights in contact, wins the right to offload, and he gets it off.
Nel, the try scorer, the recipient of the restart. Ungara. Paul de Vet is out on that right wing.
Advantage knock on.
Lost forward by Kirtley Orange, so he stayed down, possibly claiming some contact in the air. Willemse's kick brings the call of advantage over. What can Willie Leroux create here? Well, he's cut down in the tackle by Willie Engelbrecht.
Okay, just hold it, hold it. Just give me a second. I've got a late call there of obstruction by number 14 on that side. Okay, hold it, hold it. It's not your ball. That player was so early, there was no contest with the ball and he took the player out. That's why it's your ball.
It's going to be, I think, a penalty for the Bulls.
Still not abundantly clear. I think what he's saying is
14, there's 2 14s there.
Yeah, there was no clear contest for the ball. Let's listen in.
They're lying all of the breaker.
Okay.
Showing our ball down.
Okay.
That's just where we feel.
Okay. Ek sien dit nie so nie, maar ek sal definitief focus opsit. Okay. Thank you. It's number 11. Yeah. Sorry, against 9 Stormers.
And they're dancing and singing in the stands. Another explanation to the captains coming
I got
up.
the wrong message. The penalty is against number 9 Stormers, not against your 11. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you time to settle.
So it will be a penalty to the Vodacom Bulls.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Amy Barrett-Taron's flag is up just about 6 meters inside DHL Stormers 22-meter area. The Vodacom Bulls chasing a 4-try bonus point.
Advantage.
Another advantage. Gumede.
The side of the maul. Tackle is out.
Defensive line speed of the home side has been impressive throughout the contest, and Gumede was cut down. He gets another opportunity now.
Okay, tackle now.
Still on penalty advantage from that previous line out. Creel, assisted by Kane and Moody. Papier, Quirson and LaRue. Deft little touch away to Kurtley Arendse. Papier busy to that short side once again. Kane and Moody was in there. Just mistimed his run ever so slightly, but the Bulls still able to build forward momentum through Swanepoel. Then Matanzima driving those legs towards the Stormers' posts. Moody.
Get out.
Strong defensive effort on the Springbok wing. Matanzima keen to have another go.
Advantage over.
Advantage now called over for the penalty. Akafandamava. Low. Chiba Diamani attacking the ball in that tackle. A metre and a half to travel. Not quite that time. Matanzima waits for the pick and drive, waits for his moment. Papier and Quirson.
No advantage. There was just a dangerous tackle on number 7. Number 7.
Hard tackle call. Just after Marius van der Westhuizen had called advantage over from the line-out infringement, the maul infringement over on the far side. They employed a series of pick and goes, and within one of those.
Shot.
Yeah, and the Bulls were so patient there.
What are you?
So patient.
Okay.
Well, it's another tap and go. Do they have another variation in their bag of tricks? The captain, Elrich Lowe. This time it's him against the Stormers. Peeling around the corner they come. Knock on called.
Yeah, and Gumede just... Yeah, I'm not sure that wasn't... That was...
And 3 white. Who's 4 blue?
It was Swanepoel's ball. He almost ran into... You know, ran into another player's passing lane.
Yeah.
That wasn't really his ball.
Is it? Okay,
So
not
Mornay
yet.
Smith
Not yet.
on a tight head for Wilco Lowe. Dion Slubbert, who made his Vodacom URC debut against the Sharks at Loftus Versfeld a few weeks ago.
Scrums were excellent now. Let's keep it at standard.
One of the 2 Pumas players on loan to the Vodacom Bulls, along with Devin Williams. Played 14 matches in the Currie Cup for the Pumas. Now getting a second opportunity in the URC, replacing Janko Swanepoel.
Fine. Sit.
Straight down on the near side. Janko Swanepoel departs the scene as the top tackler on the Vodacom Bulls side.
Okay, gents.
8 in total.
I'll get it your first one. Need to get the standard, please.
Watch him bind on the arm. I'm trying to get my bind.
Okay.
Goes on the arm.
Thank you. Long bind. Make sure you get that elbow.
So Marius van der Westhuizen changes his position. It's the first scrum of the game for Morné Smith.
Fine. Sit.
Well, penalty.
You can't just go forward on the one side. You've got to go forward both sides. Can't just go forward one side.
Almost delayed his decision there. The whistle went.
Did you see it from behind?
Yeah, look, it's a long way away. It could have come from the assistant ref on the other side because he was standing on the near touchline. So the Bulls obviously trying to apply pressure. But again, you've got to earn the turn, so forward first.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't see them
So I
going
think it's
first.
Matanzima
I
that
just saw
got
it going on the
penalised.
one side.
Yeah, what he needed was Morné Smith coming forward with them to paint the right picture.
Another change for the DHL Stormers. Andre Smith replaced in the second row by former South African under-20 international Connor Evans, who is straight into the game with a line-out take.
That's once.
No headway made by the Maul initially. So a stop call straight away from the
Out now,
referee.
18. Out 20.
Andre Hicofenta still making ground forward now. They've got to be careful.
18.
Slabbert is told he's got to get up now. Andre Hicofenta to ground. Marco van Staden so quickly up to make the tackle and snuffle out that attack. Lebok hoists away towards Kurtley Arnson and Paul de Wet. It's well done by Suleiman Hartzenberg. Dangerous in broken field. Just can't gather. He's on his fingertips and took the tackle as he took the ball. Papier. Leroux.
Yeah, I think he just floated forward as Leroux. But just Willie Leroux, you can just see the time he has, man. You could see him scanning as soon as he got that ball, not looking for the kick, scanning to see where the chance or the opportunity is. That pass goes backwards, and the Bulls again are on the front foot.
He had it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just Arendse and Sebastian de Klerk combining to make the tackle, and then that pass from Willie Leroux finding Creel already over the 22-meter line.
Yeah, it's one of those, he was never going to get another offload away, so just tuck the ball nice and close.
So again, B.
Jan-Hendrik Wessels is a good hooker, this. Big, mobile, good ball carrier.
Chiba Daimani operating in the number 8 jersey, usually occupied in the campaign so far by Springbok Evan Roos, but he was unavailable due to injury, so a bit of a reshuffle in the DHL Stormers back row with Daimani to 8. Then Jason Dixon
so that you both can go forward. Thank you.
onto the blind side flank in combination with the captain Dion Fourie, and
I thought that was pretty
Daimani
good.
just relishing that little bit of extra space to work with.
Yeah, no, that's a strength. That handle for Viz is dangerous. He's got quick feet. You combine that with a strong handle, gets a lot of players off balance. Ruben van Heerden, 16 tackles. He's just been grafting all day.
Better scrum
advantage going
from
Bulls and then
the Vodacom Bulls. Second time that the Stormers are going to be penalised for standing up. They might not need the penalty, the Bulls, as Arendse is away and into Stormers territory. Well, it's turned into a struggle at the tackle area. It's just allowed the DHL Stormers some time to reorganise defensively after that breakout from Kirkley Arendse. Penalty advantage over from that scrum. Popped inside by Mornay Smith. And then Dion Slavitt. Matanzima. Van Staden.
No tackle.
Back towards his fellow forwards, and then the offload is brilliant for Ludwig. Almost streaking away for a second try in the game.
Right.
Well, turnover somehow affected.
Yeah, foul play there.
Marius van der Westhuizen perhaps asking for a check for foul play at that previous ruck as Marty Libbok gets his clearance away.
Just wondering how this ball, Willemse makes that tackle. Clear daylight. Well, that was Willemse, like a loose forward that got over.
Okay, yeah. Now, let's just put it on the screen quickly, Marius.
So
I
Keegan
just want to make
Johannes.
sure because there's a line break opportunity here, possibly. Just throw it on.
Keegan Johannes on.
Yeah, let's just check it.
Graphic said Kane and Moody. I think it's Kirkley Arendse coming
Just
off.
checking possible foul play. Okay.
I'm going to give you the wide angle.
For me, it's not a cynical act. It's he's in the wrong way and he plays the 9.
Yes.
But I don't see it as a cynical act as a yellow card.
I agree with you. But he's got an influence.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
It's number 8 Stormers.
Number 8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but he can't interfere with a player that is onside. If he's in that position, he's offside. He can't interfere with a player that's trying to clean, and then Damien gets a steal on the ball. That 9 can't clean there. I'll give you time to set on the line. Okay. Thank you. Arif. Okay. We did consider the fact that it's cynical, but this play is just running back. I didn't see it as a cynical play, so it is a penalty because you can't play in there. Okay, having a shot.
Okay, shot at goal called.
Number
with
8,
just over 7 minutes to
ball.
play, and this reduces the deficit to just 6 points. Penalty against Hachiva Daimani after that discussion between referee and TMO. So the simplest of penalty attempts for replacement Chris Smith. Takes his tally to 340 in URC Rugby, and there Hachiva Daimani just retreating from an offside position and making contact with Ambrose Papier.
Time off. Just putting time off, please. Yeah. It is stopped. It's we've got a guy with a stopwatch. Okay, that is time back on.
So just scanning the field again. Yeah, Kane and Moody most certainly on the field. He's being set up as a possible lifter from the restart. So it was Keegan Johannes who replaced Kirkley Arendse out on the wing with Ambrose Papier continuing his busy evening in the scrum half position.
Advantage knock on.
Lost forward
2 knock-ons, first one.
by the Stormers. There's been a lot of excellent contestable kicks and good contests in the air. It's good to see. No falling over each other. There's nothing wrong with the contest from Keegan Johannes there.
Second.
But he forced the error
didn't
of
think so.
Damien Willemse.
Yeah, it's a great kick.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I hear your point, but I don't see it the same. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Well, this time it's the Vodacom
Number
Bulls
17.
who get the benefit.
Absorb the hit, please.
It's called against Ali for mark for hinging. As we expected, this one going to the very, very end.
And it's against Ali for mark. So on the setup, it goes straight down.
It's your lucid responsibility. Your responsibility to keep it up on the engagement. Say again? Okay.
Excellent take from
Advantage, 21
Dion
side
Slavitt
entry.
for the Bulls. Another penalty advantage coming, and they can get another opportunity to kick to the corner. Slavitt lines up for a carry, just lost his footing. Ulrich Lowe.
John
That
Creel
is
on
an
that stuff,
excellent
but it's still on
contest
penalty
there.
advantage.
No advantage for 21 side entry. 21 side entry at the mall.
It's not coming down to a last-minute kick again, is it? I'm not sure we can take it.
Yeah, we've seen enough of that this year.
Pick your weapons.
Just
You
when it
can't
collapses,
sack
you've got
and
that sort of
then,
forward momentum,
collapse
and then it collapses.
Say again. Late sack and then 21 from the side.
Jan-Henrik Wessels. Critical line out for him. And over the top they go. It's gone forward.
Say again. It's not straight.
Not straight is the call first.
That pass has gone forward. No advantage, not straight.
It's way, way past the outside arm from Jan-Henrik Wessels, and then Mani Libok thinking there was something on.
Okay, the first infringement there is it's not
And the thing
straight
is
the
that
line out.
the front ball is there to be taken.
Time off.
The front ball is there to be taken. Remember, he's a transition also from, I think, from Lucid Prop
If I can just ask you
to hooker.
keep
So
your side clean, get a
give
good
the
line
young
on
man the
body.
easy option
That
to
was
start to
clear
play
that
from.
It's a hinge, but if your picture is grey, it makes it difficult.
It's a little hobble from Stefan Ungara.
Okay, the mark is what the mark was here.
Long run out of
Okay.
backline
First
replacements.
infringement, not straight. Okay. Sure. Okay, we can shift it off there. It's just
3 minutes and a little bit of change.
That's a very valid point.
Vital
Time is
scrum.
still off.
Yeah, and the crowd's gone a little bit quieter now.
Okay, time on. That shoulder out, please. Loose head, shoulders. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Well, this time
With the feet so far back. The feet
it
is
goes
too far
against
back.
Mornay Smith.
Well, Matthew, if you can tell me what's the difference between this one and the other one, with the penalties going different ways. So what you want, I mean, the scrums have taken longer times. You want scrum completions. And Marius van der Westhuizen, and unfortunately he's been forced to go to the whistle because too many collapses slowing the game down.
Yeah, that's Morné Smith up against Ali Vermaak. Overextended and right in front of Marius van der Westhuizen, and he was quick to make the call. Connor Evans with a vital take. Bulls got men in the air to contest.
That's once.
One stop call. Ungara shaping for the kick. Hasn't got as much distance on it as he would have liked. Back off a Bulls play.
Have a clear knock on by anyone.
Papier. Well, it's been taken away from him, and here's Willemse with Paul de Wet to his left. De Wet realizes he can't make it to the corner. Andre Higo-Venter, the man up in support. Van Heerden, who has been incredible defensively. 20 tackles in all from the Stormers' second row forward. Lost forward though on the inside ball.
Got it.
And then the unlikely figure of Brock Harris making the interception.
I saw iets duidelijker zoals het zien. Okay, thank you. Let's go, please.
Yeah, that's Suleiman Hot. He wasn't really in the position to get that.
Achiva Diamani is our Vodacom player of the match. Switching jerseys this week. And he has made 11 tackles, 8 carries.
8 blue, please. Thank you.
And has put himself about the park. We saw him effecting a steal as well. And now
feet nice
he gets the applause of his teammates on the bench.
Time on.
As he comes off for this final play. Replaced by Keke Morabe.
Sit! Time off.
Scrums have been messy in the second half compared to the first. We've seen penalties both directions, some instability on the set.
Yeah, and that's why Marius van der Westhuizen will be forced to go to the whistle. There's a lot of collapses, a lot of hinging, and no proper sets. So the Bulls here are going to try and go coast to coast.
Time on. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Stay square.
Half a minute left as the Bulls look to run out of their own 22. David Creel, the first man to take it up.
Get out there.
Norman Laker, the defensive coach of the DHL Stormers, barking the orders from the touchline. One final effort required. Leroux was looking to release Moody. They've got a long way to travel. Gumede. The siren sounds, and the Bulls need 7. Matanzima. Then Low. The Stormers with 2 tries. The Bulls with 3. And 3 times the home side got the ball over the line, but quite correctly called back by the TMO. It's been that close. And still they go. Now the breakout is on. 20 valuable meters made. Can they build from here? Well, they're looking for the cross kick. Leland Zas goes back to fetch. Finds Ruan now, who under pressure scrambles the ball out into touch. And in the Vodacom URC, since inception, the DHL Stormers make it 7 out of 7 against the Vodacom Bulls.